needs a solid front line so that he can get the moments to put on the stacks and then press the button for the ult.
I'm just saying, this should not be a good game for Zixora because going up against Lilia Bruno as well as the Hellcurt is not a game for...
It's a minefield.
Yeah.
It's a minefield, gentlemen.
Well, again, team lineup rating still favoring Team Lilgun here. You know, like we saw even from the previous game, it was in their favor. Obviously, all this comes down to the execution factor here as we get ready to go into what has come down to a best-of-1 in this series number 2 for day 3. Is it going to be Team Flash or Team Lilgun coming out with the series win?
Looking at the rotations right now, we have to see if below 2 minutes the EXP gets attacked again. Will Flash go for that? But at this point, they don't have to. All they have to do is just punish Zixora on the turtle. They don't have to do anything crazy here. They can just go for full standard, and it might be fine.
Not only that, but you know, even looking at this, because we've been talking about timings and the way that these teams lead it to even that first objective. Whoa, already.
Hey! Lozy put down to a fifth of his health. Ethan cancels it. Hit him and down. First blood drawn by Lilgun.
Concussive blast.
Uh-oh, here we go. Even Hades is bothered. Forbidden Ethan, though. Joseph, you were saying.
The concussive blast able to get the kill there, but yeah, I was wondering about timings here. How does this play a part, LaFell?
Hey, you mess with the bulls, you get the horn. Yep. Wait, is Minotaur?
He's bull cow. He's a bovine.
Bovine?
He's a bovine. He's a bovine humanoid.
He's a bull-human mix.
That's right. Magical bull-human mix.
Mess with the horns. Wait, what? Mess with the bull, you get the horns. And the horns is...
That's a lot of items.
Is a concussive blast. No, we're starting this game off.
Whoa, in mid forbid. Goes for the flicker, spends it. And that leaves Hades here with no quarry. Up top, though, Adamir gets caught up by it between two. Aizen and Zixora, they get the kill. It's all Lilgun so far, all the time. 2 minutes in, Turtle spawns.
So right now, still playing with this advantage that Team Lilgun has. First Turtle for the taking. We'll see how they respond to this. Also, as Hades actually wants to contest into it.
This is a huge advantage by the Mongolian squad right now. Ethan and Aizen putting up a barricade. These big, beefy boys. Adamir coming in from the flank, forcing Zixora to use the retribution, and indeed he will. He's about to get caught up once more, sending him down 6 feet under the ground. Team Lilgun continuing the aggression, continuing the assault. Now Lolzy in trouble. Stolen Circle Eagle. Caw-caw! Lolzy survives, though. 2 minutes and a half in. Team Lilgun 3 kills up.
Question, gentlemen, do you guys feel hungry? Because we might eat our words. Right now, Team Lilgun is doing pretty well. And again, here's the thing. Team Flash was the one going for the EXP in the early game. This time, Lilgun's like, we can do that.
Birthday fell. Let me just rewind back. Before we started blasting Team Lilgun's draft, did we not just say whichever team has more synergy, whichever team leans harder on their connection, on their calls, is going to be the one, despite whatever the draft says?
Right now, Team Lilgun has the eye of the tiger. Roar.
Yeah.
Contrary to popular belief, that baseline, the polyute, lasts much longer.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite long.
It's about 4 measures, if
They're
I'm not
quite
mistaken.
long. Wait, what?
Right?
Team Lilgun 1.6k ahead.
And they're looking for more.
Here we go, Lozy protecting Vanix with all he's got. Circling Eagle, is that enough? Ain't no energy explosion there, no taunts just yet. And just like that, Team Lilgun still circling like sharks around the gold lane. Zixora versus Jay and Lozy. Vanix under the protection of his turret. Zixora like a man on a mission, taking a few hits. In comes Ethan with the heal. There's a Dark Knight Falls, but it's too late. Lozy already fallen. Now comes Adamir and Hades. Bebex flickering on out. Zixora bites the dust. Hades taken out by Bebex. Part of our memory enough. Now Vanix taking balls onto Forbid's face. Here comes Aizen. They're not done. Big coast to coast rotation. Vanix dashing on back. This may be an overcommitment by Team Lilgun. Aizen gets a few hits. They both retreat.
I gotta say, Team Lilgun is attacking, imagining that there's no turret there. One thing that you guys have to keep in mind, below 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Minute 1 up to minute 5, whoever is in the gold lane turret, you will have some damage reduction.
25%.
So probably not the best idea to dive that turret specifically.
And but like, given that situation, even with that, if you consistently put the pressure there, hold on.
Bebex in trouble. 2v1, Lozy and Vanix get their man. But on the other side of the map, there was a turtle taken by ZXORA. Joseph, you were saying?
So, as I was saying, you focus down on Vanix, trying to, put the pressure on him, then that might still be part of the plan. But with this, he gets a kill now, has this advantage himself. Yeah, there's still gold deficit, but we'll see how they play around it, because for that, we'll see if they get more.
Oh, the aggression from Team Flash. The rubber band has snapped. They go ahead and push in on that tier 1 down bottom, nulling Team Lilgun's aggression.
Well, look at this M-Series fact. The last M-Series appearance of Hellkurt was in M2, the lower bracket final, used by Zin of RQ Hoshi against Bren Esports.
Well, that's an amazing fact. Another fact here is... before that.
Guiding Winds, keeping Vanix safe. Lozy committing the Circling Eagle, popping him like a piñata. That's a 4-man kill squad from Team Lilgun. Forbid stole away the Dark Knight Pulse just to be safe.
You don't see that often.
It was like, wait, that's the wrong one. You're on the wrong team. It's like, oh, wait, yeah, Valentina. As I was saying, Lilgun, they're on a timer. Hades, once he has the Sea Halberd as well as the Demon Hunter Sword, is going to hurt a lot. Demon Hunter Sword completed should be the Sea Halberd after this. After that, it's not going to be good.
Vanix, left to his own devices, gets knocked up, hit with a concussive blast. Taking a while, but they will eventually find their man. This is a 4v2 down bottom. Circling Eagle from Lozy, cancelled out, taken to the west side of this jungle. They disengage.
Still the focus here on the bottom side, though. Still really trying to put the pressure, get this turret, open this side of the map up. Hades will continue on up on the top side. Turtle will be up in 10 seconds. So really a lot of these kind of macro plays happen right now. Team Lilgun, though, trying to control, a lot of this pacing and a lot of this momentum for their favor and see how they transition to it. What is the response from Team Flash, though, now that this turtle is up?
I got to say, this is one more item for Hades, and it should be good. And let me just say, the way that ZXORA is playing, before that...
Whoa, Hades dashing on through. Turtle, not going to be contested this time around. Birthday fell.
I'm just saying, the way that ZXORA is playing, we have a term for it called the Psycho Fredrin, where you use your retribution, not for turtles, not for lords, but for your opponents.
That's right. No, he saved the retribution for that, so it is definitely Psycho Fredrin. Good read. All right, this is Team Lilgun, only taking 1 turret down bottom so far, and Bebex trying to fix that situation. Now evens between him and Flash. They're 2 turrets apiece.
Okay, gonna even that out here.
Whoa!
Bottom side.
Aizen.
They can't get him, but they can get the turret. So they still get something here for Team Flash. Once again, working, trying to get some space. When you're down, just this 1K, 2K that they've been against Team Lilgun, you got to find the wins where you can. And sometimes that's just across the map to open it up a little bit more before, these objectives really come into the Lords in about a minute or so. So with that, Team Flash, if you're looking at them, yeah, they're struggling a little bit, right? But they can slowly turn some of the tides of these skirmishes, these fights. And when things fall into place, especially as Birthday LaFell has been saying, this Birthday Fell, Hades is going to be a threat eventually when these Lord fights kind of break out here.
Yeah, good call for Team Flash because, again, you guys just need the gold, and they're standing gold all over the place. And Team Lilgun, if they're late to respond, I would say this is a good way to approach it. And Ethan felt a bit hungry, but looks like Team Flash, they're going to be able to get away.
Yeah, they'll be fine just now. Once again, kind of a stalemate here as things fall into place. Let's take a quick look at the items before anything else breaks out.
Yeah, Malefic Roar first for Hades. Going to be very, very interesting here. And I guess it does make sense-ish. He's trying to burst them down as fast as possible, but you need the right targets. And if Ethan is wrong, any target is not going to be a good target. That's going to be the big problem. Ethan is the big problem here that they have to figure out how to solve.
Okay, something tells me they've invested into the Ethan problem via their battle spells. 3 purifies. Yeah. I think they're hedging on that.
That could work for them, right? And not only that, but if you're able to kind of play around that using the purifies here, if somehow, some way, They can take out Bebex. They lose a lot of that damage, right? They can play around that right now, though. With this Lord up, both teams getting a position. Both mid turrets in the tier 1 also still up. So that's even for now, but this is the hard part. We know why Fredrin was so popular before. They go in.
Whoa, ZXORA commits, forcing out a penalty zone from Adamir now inside that bush. Final slash onto Jay. Jay goes down. Aizen gets the kill. It's a 5v4 situation. Both teams let go of the Lord. They reset. Adamir keeps this bush. That's an engage right there. Ethan checks in on the Hades. Silences him, forces out him to Fury, and there's one more. Hades goes down. Aizen gets the kill. 3v5 this time around. Final slash, stolen away. Moved out of a position. The Lord clearly taken here by Team Lilgun.
Hades is a non-factor right now. Team Lilgun, they're on him 24/7. Is the reverse bodyguard. Like, they're always threatening him, making it so that he is nowhere near any neutral objectives.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, even if you get all your items, if you're not there for the fight, the items don't matter.
And with that, you know, it's tough to see, but Hades is in a very similar situation from the previous game. You know, when he had the Hayabusa, this time with the Hellcurt.
At this point, you kind of just want Team Lilgun to win the first game. Well, make them download the virus. Give them the confidence to lose game number 2 and 3.
That's the logic, right?
That's how you beat a team that likes reverse sweeps.
Yeah, you let them win the first one.
It's all
They
part of the
downloaded
plan.
the wrong file.
Well, file or not, right now Team Lilgun now with almost a 5K gold lead. Once again, very reminiscent of the previous one. They're going to continue to get these turrets down, get the space advantage they need. So you really wonder, Team Flash, how do they get back into this? How do they keep things at bay? Because by the next Lord, less than 2 minutes away, this could be a fully exposed base for them.
What's
5-man penalty zone.
is sometimes LaFell will just ask for the most ridiculous things.
I mean, if you want to win from a ridiculous situation, you got to do ridiculous things.
You're right, Birthday Fell, you're right. But on a more realistic perspective,
out of the universe.
number one is maybe they find a way to actually split up the map, open it up so that Dark Knight Falls actually matters. Dark Knight Falls inside your opponent's base when you're defending really does very little. So maybe if they're able to buy space on the map, have more farm on Vanix, have Hades maybe isolate 1 or 2 members, go from there, that's one way Team Flash might be able to clap back.
Okay, the real answer is...
So that's not the real answer from Leo.
no. I said like for me.
Okay.
For me. The real answer is to pretend you want a front to back. And then let Hades flank.
Okay,
That's the real analyst answer.
That's one possible move is because we've actually seen this from MPLI.
Yeah.
We've seen RSGPH, the champions from that very MPLI, commit to a reverse collapse, wherein they were the ones baiting it, winning the fight along the way, forcing their opponent. So you're right.
Is my real answer better? Than a
I'll
5-man
accept
penalty
both.
zone? All right.
I'll accept both.
Both are valid.
Yeah,
Hey.
both are valid.
Look, if the 5-man penalty zone happens, we'll scream.
If that's your hypotheses, we'll accept it.
That's right.
Thank you,
Mr.
teacher.
Rezabek accepts.
All right.
Your professor accepts.
One thing that
there it is, finally.
Yeah, there it is. One thing I got to say, too, is Team Flash, think about how they won the championship, right? That is still a possibility for a team like this, and that is something that always has to happen because sometimes, LaFell, you said this yourself, tunnel vision can kill some of these teams here, and we've seen multiple teams kind of get so zoned in on one thing.
That's right, and the lineup that Team Lilgun drafted is very, very conditional, very specific. Now, they almost got Lozy. They committed one ult there, final slash, but right now they're repositioning. The dance has continued. Ethan put down to less than half health. Gonna have to heal out, gonna have to retreat. Look at Adamir wailing away.
Oh, Aizen.
Big damage from Vanix, and Vanix is still alive. ZXORA misses.
Hades.
There's a stolen. Dark Knight falls out. Hades goes for the steal, but ZXORA back on the scene. 1 for 1 so far. Down goes Jay, and that's a trade. Vanix very low. Can ZXORA gets it, speeds it up to Bebex. Now it's Adamir up on the docket. 3 for 1 so far. Team Lilgun mowing through. The inevitable has come.
Team Flash had the right idea. Get to a very cramped up position so that it's easier for Adamir to use the penalty zone, but unfortunately, he didn't get 5. He got 0.
Jay will be up here in just a couple seconds. They're going to lose the mid turret, though. Are they going to push it in?
It's a 5-man assault. Just 2 defenders, Jay and Hades. Vanix up in 5 seconds. They're going to trample on through the base. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Lilgun reloaded, regrouped, and reverse sweep this series.